There we go, Joe. Rob, that's all for sport tonight, guys.
Right, mate, thanks very much.
All right, stay with us. Livio will have all the weather details. That's coming up after the break with all the latest on Cyclone Yassi.
All new 2-litre 6-speed Serato hatch. It's your move.
Regano with tonight's weather. Not much left to say except stay inside and don't come out until tomorrow. Everything we've heard so far about Yassi is about to come true. So take a deep breath and stay close to your wireless for further updates. The very latest on Yassi, still Category 5, around 220 kilometres east of Cairns, with a crossing expected between Innisfail and Cardwell around 11 p.m. The cyclone should survive a further 24 hours before collapsing into an abyss of inland rain. Temperatures are becoming quite rain-affected as Yassi approaches, generally moderate with above-average humidity. Now let's look at the satellite loop. There's a cyclone sitting there, has a very well-defined eye, and I think most importantly, it has a much larger core than I've ever seen in a cyclone. So the area of hurricane-force winds surrounding the eye is very, very broad, which means hundreds of kilometre radius, if you like, of potentially destructive winds, as that thing is moving just a few hours away now from the coast. On today's chart, you can see the big storm now, massive system. Now, of course, at the moment, the cyclone warning extends from Cape Flattery to Serena, but the most likely path taken over the next 6 or so hours is between about Innisfail and Cardwell, crossing as a Category 5 system. Of course, it's on the southern side of the storm that you can expect the biggest storm surges, because that's where, in fact, all the wind is driving the water to one side and building up that dome. On tomorrow's chart, very quickly, the cyclone moves inland, dumping loads of rain through the Atherton tablelands and into the central interior. It has to go down 5 categories before we change it back into a low. And on the outlook chart, further into the Northern Territory, continuing to produce lots of rain right through central and northern Queensland. Meanwhile, just a few showers in the southeast. And now the official forecast from the Bureau. In coastal waters from Cooktown to Cardwell, hurricane force winds, that's over 64 knots expected south of Cairns, 30 to 40 knots in the north, and then easing tomorrow. From Cardwell to Bowen, hurricane warning for the morning, but winds easing to 20 to 30 knots during the day as the cyclone heads inland, much lighter on Friday, Saturday. And from Bowen to St Lawrence, we've got strong gales tomorrow north of Serena. They'll ease in the afternoon, and then 20 to 30 knots further south, also easing later. The North Tropical Coast and Tablelands, heavy rain through the night with very destructive winds south of Port Douglas. Conditions should start to ease tomorrow. The Herbert and Noah Burdekin, cyclonic conditions throughout the district overnight, with driving rain generally easing, though, through the course of tomorrow. The Central Coast and Whitsundays, a tropical cyclone warnings current north of Serena only, but heavy rain should ease tomorrow, just showers expected in the south. Tomorrow's tops, 23 to 28 degrees, in Cairns, Townsville also 28, Mackay heading for 28 as well. That's all for now, my friends. Stay calm and safe. We'll see where we stand in the morning.